We're going to run section 3 solo in our 2013 JKU with 35s and 3.5 inch lift. 3.5 inch lift. And our rooftop tent. And all the fun stuff. We even got paddleboards inside because this section ends at Lake Chelan. It's July 24th and it's about noon and we are starting where the pavement ends. So it's a good 15 to 20 miles from here back to Ellensburg. So if you're wondering what it's like,
this is section 3.
Follow section 3. We're following the BDR track on Gaia. So if I zoom in, here's where we are, just at the end of the pavement, not too far from Lion Rock. This part of the trail is in an old burnt out forest, but the forest is coming back. This year the trees are even taller than last year. So someday again, this will be lush forest. Well, you can't tell from the sign because there's too many bullet holes in it. This is the turnoff to go up to Lion Rock. So here we are on the map. And we're gonna go up to the Lion Rock lookout and have some lunch because it is lunchtime and I am hungry. And we've been up since 4:30 this morning because we had to take the small one to the airport so we could go to Montana for the week to be with his grandparents. So I'm hungry. So last time we came up here, we turned off down this little side road and there's a pretty nice campsite right in that little grove of trees. It's much more protected than if you go up to the top here where it was super windy. And a little farther up the trail, within a long walk of that other spot, there's an actual bathroom. So if you're in need of an actual bathroom, there's your stop. And then there's a little pseudo-primitive camp circle across from the bathroom if you would like to stay near enough to use it in the middle of the night. We're up at Lion Rock Lookout to make some lunch. And there's several campsites up here too. It's not too windy right now. Sometimes it's really windy up here, so just be aware of that. It's hard to appreciate the views today because there's some smoke from the fires, I'm guessing, over by Wenatchee. But if you're up here at the right time, with no wind and no smoke, you could have some pretty spectacular camp spot. There's sites all along here up at Lion Rock. Some more protected. It's only 3 miles from pavement to here. And we took a short lunch break. Just sandwiches. So, not much time spent here. This section, just a couple miles north of Lion Rock, has some good camping options also. In amongst these eerie trees. We've camped here once before. I'll post a link below to that video. And it gives you this lovely view off the side. So at this intersection here, which is right there on the map, the BDR goes to the right. If you go to the left, you can go to the little town of Liberty, which is kind of a cool old little mining town. We also have a video of that, and I'll post the link below. As evidence that the road is quite bumpy, somewhere along the way, we lost our barbecue hose connection. I'm not sure how we're gonna cook dinner tonight. Here is another campsite option. We're about 15 miles north of where the pavement ends on section 3. It's taken us about an hour and a half to get here, including stopping quickly for lunch. In yet another video, we camped here. I'll post a link below. It's the third link. Also, it shows us going through the washouts that are coming up in the snow. We don't recommend doing the washouts in the snow. We made it to the washout. It's about 20 miles from the pavement. And it's taken us about 2 hours to get here. We are around Upper Devil's Gulch trailhead on the map, and we have run into 4 rigs now coming up the trail, all moving rather quickly, so be aware this area is slightly more busy. Oh, here comes another one. See, they haul ass up here in their side-by-sides and motorcycles. So watch it on this part. It's way more busy than the rest of the trail. We are in Wenatchee, and we are trying to take the route that goes around the city instead of through the middle of the city. We've never been able to take this route because last time we came through here, it was closed for construction. So let's see if we can make it this time. It is 3 o'clock. So we've been on the road for 3 hours.
96 degrees.
It's 96 degrees, and we've gone 37.5 miles since we hit gravel at the beginning of section 3. We're back on dirt again. That's where we are. About 10 miles of pavement, and then back on gravel roads. No Wenatchee. Well, just the very, very edge of it. We are just past Devil's Gulch trailhead, and in case you're needing it or wondering, there's a bathroom there, but I don't believe camping. There doesn't appear to be much camping on this little go around from Wenatchee to Kashmir, but if we find any, I'll point it out. So we came across the campsite. It's just off the side of the road here, and there's a creek right on the other side of those bushes. So there is at least one place to stay out here, and it appears it's national forest, but I'll have to double check that. We made it to Kashmir. It's ice cream time. It's 4:15, so we've been 4 hours and 15 minutes since we started recording, and we've gone 61 miles. The Shell station in Kashmir has a bathroom with a sink, and soap, and hand towels, and ice cream! That's a great stop. We're on the section between Kashmir and the Chumstick, and it's definitely got some ruts. It's a little bit slower going here, but we've been on the trail for 5 hours and we've gone 70 miles so far. Well, it's 5 3/4 hours to the top of the Chumstick, and as always, it's very windy up here. Some people camp up here, but it's a little windy for my taste. But it is a great view. Always worth a stop. It's 7 o'clock, so we're 7 hours into section 3. We've gone 97 miles between the Chumstick and Ardenvar. There are some camping spots if you keep your eyes peeled. Nothing that we would consider epic, but it would do in a pinch. If you're getting close to the end of your day here, I would pick this side to stop on versus the other side of Ardenvar, because it takes quite a while before you get somewhere again where you can even get off the road. Our bolts rattled loose on one of our brake calipers, so we're having to do a trail fix. It's very rare that we have to do trail fixes. I love duct tape. Now to hold the wrench that's pinching the line, rubbing on the tire. Checking all the other brakes now, since we're down to 3. Well, we're rolling again. It's working so far. We have pedal.
We have stoppage.
Limited brake use. Possible use of 4 low on downhill. And backup plan is
Emergency brake.
e-brake, which is cable operated, not hydraulic. So here we go. Hopefully we can get to Chelan and get some new bolts, caliper bolts. It appears to be holding after a few hundred yards. We're north of Ardenvar now. This is the section of section 3. Doesn't have a lot of pull-off options to get to the top of Baldy Mountain. But we are 8 hours and 40 minutes in. We've gone 115 miles with a stop for a trail fix of the brake. But that happens on most trips. Gotta stop for something. This is an accurate representation, I would say.
Well, no, I got this. Grab the cat. I got it. Oh, no, I got that one. He just...
We came head on with a new truck that you saw. We saw them up above. I thought they were going the other way. Apparently their fan went through their radiator and they were out of coolant. So we used our blue jug of water to get them filled up until they can get down to, because apparently they live near here. So anyway, kind of crazy that one of the only rigs we've actually seen on the trail, they happen to need help.
And almost scared the shit out of us.
And yes, scared the bejesus out of us. We slammed on the brakes it stopped, and the vice grips are still attached. So I think it's gonna be okay until we can get fixed. We made it to one of our favorite spots at 9:30. So we were on section 3 for 9.5 hours, and we made it 126 miles. We are past Baldy Mountain and just overlooking Lake Chelan. We'll finish in the morning. Have a good night. It's 10 a.m. and we are back on the trail. This section is really pretty. It's got some great views of Lake Chelan. There's a viewpoint coming up. Don't miss it. Don't litter, people. looking for more garbage. This time someone lost a taillight and just left it on the side of the road. Hurts my heart to see the wilderness polluted like that. We're so lucky to have all of this. Why would we want to destroy it? Let's preserve it. I challenge all of you who are watching this to leave it better than you found it. There are a lot of campsites on this section of the trail. We're in one now, above Lake Chelan. And here's a viewpoint you definitely don't want to miss. If you want to take the jungle, head on up. We did it in another video. Once is enough. Some pretty views, but it's narrow and dusty and windy and a lot of brake riding downhill. You can see the link below. Besides, we're limping Whitefire out of here today with his 3 brakes and now his check engine light. So, here we go to the end, to Lake Chelan. Here's where the jungle comes out and meets back up with where we are on the BDR. It's 11:30. This is where we are on the map, almost down to Lake Chelan. 143.6 miles of BDR. Right here before Lake Chelan is Snowberry Bowl Campground. If you're in need of a regular bathroom or an actual campground, here's your spot. We are off gravel, back on pavement, an hour and a half after we left this morning. 145 miles of gravel, well, mostly gravel, down to Chelan. The BDR may be done, but the adventure is definitely not over. We're sitting here airing up the tires, and I am filling out information for our U-Haul reservation. That's tomorrow, so we can trailer the Jeep home over the passes and get it fixed. Jeep is causing us a lot of grief. There will be some exciting things coming soon, just you wait. Well, we made the most out of our misadventure. Here we are at Wenatchee something or other state park. It's lovely here on the Columbia River. We went paddleboarding this afternoon, enjoyed the sunshine, making some yummy Thai peanut chicken with asparagus. And tomorrow we have a U-Haul truck and trailer, and we'll be taking the Jeep home. Here's how we're getting home. Come on, Whitefire. Getting towed home. Whoa! Oops, straight. There you go. Perfect. Keep coming. A little bit towards me. Little driver. There. Keep coming. Keep coming. Oh! Okay, now you want to touch this, right? Okay, so keep going. Okay, right there. You're touching. Okay. It's on. It barely fit on the trailer, but it fit. Unfortunately, our tires are too big for their nifty tire straps. Well, since it wouldn't fit on the tire, we hooked it on the axle. That was my idea. Sometimes I have good ones. Here we go. We are cruising. Trying to get you in it. There we go.
U-Haul.
In the U-Haul. Getting passed by a 3-hour tour boat. Don't go on that boat. It will not be a 3-hour tour. At least we're still having fun.
Oh yeah, this thing rides like a dream. I forgot how good a Jeep can ride when you ride in a U-Haul.
riding a 20-foot U-Haul towing the Jeep behind us. Side of the road check. I don't think he's moved. He looks so sad up there. Still gotta have fun on the way home, even in the U-Haul. Stopped at Red Arrow Drive-In because the other one wasn't open yet. Because it's only 10:50. Well, now it's after 11. How's your lunch? We hadn't eaten yet today. I got this tasty looking Cobb salad. We are home a day late and $300 short. But we are pulling onto our road now. So, hope you enjoyed the tour of Section 3 of the Washington BDR. We enjoyed it even though we had some issues. That comes with territory. So, anyway, enjoy responsibly. Pack it out. Keep it clean. Don't litter out there, guys. Oops. And always take the fun road.
Peace out.
Even if you're having all